Hi CLC family, I'm Pastor Kelsey. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I hope you had a Happy New Year. As we get ready to head into these 21 days of fasting, I'd like to talk to you about why we fast. As I think about fasting, I think of three things. Those things are obedience, hunger, and strength. We fast out of obedience to God. Throughout Scripture, the Bible speaks about fasting using words like when and after. For example, if we look at Matthew chapter 6, verse 16, it starts out by saying, when you fast. And in that, it goes along to give us direction in our fast. But the key detail there is the word when we fast. It doesn't say if we fast, it says when we fast. So why do we fast? We fast out of obedience to God. If we want to have a Christ-like mind, if we want to have a Christ-like heart, we are going to seek the things that He Himself has done. We're going to do the things that He has asked us to do. That's how we develop a more intimate relationship with God. The next reason I would like to talk to you about is having a strong hunger for God. And when we think about fasting, we often think about bodily hunger. However, I'm referring to spiritual hunger. When we acknowledge God's holiness, when we acknowledge His goodness, we have a strong desire for more. We desire to be in God's love. We desire to be in God's presence. Fasting is a time for us to do that. It is much like our time of worship, where we intentionally seek to get in God's presence. We intentionally seek God's goodness. We are sacrificing all of the earthly things. We're setting aside all of the earthly things that sustain us. So whatever you're deciding to give up during your time of fasting, whether that be food, TV, your cell phone, social media, you're setting those things aside, and we are telling God with our physical bodily act that I am hungry for you instead. Matthew chapter 4, verse 4 says, man shall not live on bread alone. So we fast to intentionally live out this verse. We are telling God, not just with our words, but again with our bodily actions, that all we need is Him and that we want His presence. The last reason that I would like to discuss with you is strength. We are all going to go through hard times and hard experiences. And as Christians, we know that in those hard experiences, those hard times, we're going to put emphasis on God's strength. 2 Corinthians says, in our weakness, He is strong. Fasting is a tool to gaining God's strength. When we make those sacrifices, we put ourselves in uncomfortability. We're putting ourselves into those areas of weakness. But He is who makes us strong. Whether you or somebody that you know needs healing, maybe it's a breakthrough from an addiction, maybe it's financial help, whatever it might be, fasting is your way of asking God to intervene. When we sacrifice everything that we know here on earth, we're putting aside what is natural to us, and we are acknowledging God's supernaturalness. We are giving Him the power. We are saying with our physical actions that I cannot do this alone, then I need you to come, I need you to intervene, and I need your supernatural powers to carry me through. Fasting is our key to getting closer to God. So whether you're seeking rhythm and obedience to God, whether you're seeking the hungriness and to worship Him, or whether you are seeking to fast for a breakthrough, fasting is your tool. Fasting is a key to unlocking each of these things.